You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Mullins versus Lamb.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. Mullins, you say your ex-husband, Mr. Lamb, is an oversexed man-child whose debauched sexual fantasies have landed you in paternity conundrum. You say that after doing everything you could to save your marriage, Mr. Lamb has turned that dedication against you by denying your 3-year-old son, Preston, and you intend to prove paternity today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lamb, you say your ex-wife was a serial cheater with an insatiable sexual appetite. You maintain she took advantage of your trust and routinely cheated on you in your own home, and there is no way you are baby Preston's father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Mullins, what do you mean he turned your dedication against you?
I did everything I was supposed to do. I was faithful. I never messed around on him. I never cheated on him. You know, we had a family. Our marriage wasn't that great, but I still did everything like I needed to do. And I'm just here to show him that he is the father.
And how does it feel that he's denying your baby?
I mean, it hurts, but I'm used to him denying him at this point.
Oh, that's awful. Mr. Lamb, when you look at Preston, when you look at this beautiful little baby, this little boy, you don't feel like he's yours.
She's told me out of her own mouth that I'm not the father. And
Really?
I've heard from other people that they say that he don't look like
That is a lie.
But how did she tell you that you're not the father? She's testifying today that you are the father.
Roger,
When did
I
she
don't
tell you
understand.
you weren't?
Right after he was born, Your Honor, she told me.
Take me to that day. What happened?
Keep on lying.
After he was born, she told me that she believes it was Jonathan's after the incident we had.
When he popped out, I made you apologize because he looked just like you. Do you not remember that?
No.
So let's talk about this other person in this incident. What's this incident?
So his friend moved in with us. He had a lot going on in his life.
While you were married?
Yes. It was a temporary situation. And Jason had told me that he fantasized about watching me have sex with another guy. And
Mr. Lamb, your husband told you that that was his fantasy?
Yes.
Oh.
And at that point in our marriage, it was crap. I mean, it was complete crap. And so I was like, well, I mean, if this is what I need to do to try and spice things up and try to make things better, then that's what I'm going to do. Because, I took my vow seriously.
So how did you end up sleeping with Jonathan?
So Jason took my phone.
Wait, Mr. Lamb, that's your husband?
Yes.
Okay.
So he took my phone after he had told me about, the fantasy he had. And I didn't feel comfortable with it, but I finally agreed. And he took my phone and texted Jonathan and was acting like me and said something about us having a threesome. And Jonathan was like, I'm down. So.
I'm down?
Yeah.
You down, Jerome?
No.
So it was like a week or two later, one of my family members had our oldest child, and that was just the opportunity that we had taken. And we went in the bedroom, and it all started from there. And then about 15, 20 minutes later, me and Jonathan felt really uncomfortable with it. It made me feel sick to my stomach. I was just very uncomfortable. And so we stopped, and he got mad that we stopped. And
mad?
I told him, I was like, you can just finish yourself off, but I'm done with this. I'm completely done with the
You're gonna take an incomplete in this class.
Yes. So nobody had finished. Me and Jonathan got up, and we went in the kitchen, we made some food, we waited on Jason to come out of the bedroom, and we just kind of left it that. Me and Jonathan never talked about it again. He, on the other hand, told the whole world about it.
What?
Yes.
So you admit you had sex with your husband and the friend?
Absolutely. I did. And nobody finished. which is why you're the dad, because when we actually did have sex, he would finish. Jonathan didn't. So how, I mean...
Well, we know one thing's for sure. Threesomes lead to paternity court.
That is definitely true.
So, Mr. Lamb, I gotta ask you, and you gotta be honest, was it your fantasy to see your wife have sex with another man?
No, Your Honor.
Oh my gosh.
That was not.
So,
ever.
how did this threesome happen? How would you agree to your wife having sex with your friend?
That didn't happen till the night that me and her was doing that. And me and her was having sex one night, and he opened the door and came in on us.
Wrong.
And he asked us if we wanted to have a threesome, and she agreed to it.
Wrong. Wrong.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
He was living with us. His mattress was in our bedroom floor. Me and him were actually having
Why
sex
did his
one time.
mattress have to be in your bedroom floor?
We had a 2-bedroom apartment. The kids was in a room, and then we put his mattress in our floor.
What about the living room? What in the world? You all had this man sleeping in the floor in your bedroom?
Yeah.
I've never heard of something.
Like I said, it was a temporary situation.
So, Mr. Lamb, you say you saw them kind of start flirting and you could see something developing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, if you would have been there like
What
you
did
supposed
you
to,
see? What was happening?
The night I came home, they were sitting on my bed. They was like, she was leaned up on him. They was real close, and that's when I started started figuring stuff out. And that wasn't the first time.
Did you say something?
I did. I asked her what was going on. She said they was just friends. It ain't like that. And I grew up with him, so I've been close to him like family also. But that was not the only time she did it, Your Honor. She agreed after she couldn't finish to try it again, him and her.
no.
Just him and her?
Yeah, well, us
No.
all together again, Your Honor. And
Well, so did you agree to this?
she said since she didn't get to finish that time that she wanted to try it again and see if it would be any better.
Oh my God, this is just a disgusting case. So the truth is there was more than one time.
Yes,
No.
Your Honor.
Absolutely not. No, and you know that is a lie.
And Mr. Lamb, you believe that your wife was having sex with Jonathan even without you.
I seen a lot of flirting at that time, so yeah, I started getting things in my head about them.
Well, maybe it's your guilty conscience for not being the husband you're supposed to be.
And
I
you
was faithful to
you believe Jonathan is Preston's biological father.
I've heard her tell me, and then other people tell me that
When did she tell you this?
right after he was born.
I did not.
Right after he was born.
Yes, because that's around that time is when she got pregnant. It was when we did the threesome.
So take me to the day you find out you're pregnant, Miss Mullins. Take me to that day, because I sure enough don't understand all this threesome.
So the day that I found out I was pregnant, he was in the bathroom in our master bedroom at the time, and I went in there and he had just got out and I met him kind of at the bed and I handed him the test and he said, well, what are we gonna do now? I said, well, I guess we're gonna have a baby. And he said, well, that's probably not mine. And from then on, it was denial the whole pregnancy, the whole 9 months. He was detached from the pregnancy. I mean, if I was hurting or, something was wrong with me, because I had a lot of complications with the pregnancy, he was there for me as his wife, but not as the mother to his future child.
And you could tell the difference.
Absolutely.
So can you tell the court how close was the threesome to the window of conception?
Within a week or two.
Okay, that's close.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell Jonathan that he was the father?
I told him the dates, and we all three sat down and calculated it all, and we were all just stumped. But I mean, like I said, me and Jonathan, our argument was that he never finished. It only lasted for 15, 20 minutes. Granted, it only takes one, but he never finished. There's no way. He's the father, and he knows he is.
So, Mr. Lamb, you've never really told this story. You've stated it twice in your testimony that Ms. Mullins told you you are not the father.
Yes, Your Honor.
When did this happen? And can you give me the specifics?
Not off the top, but I do know she has over and over told me that he is the father and that he looks like him.
That he looks like the other guy?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
She's told you this?
Yes, countless times.
I mean, I told him there were similarities. If we get to thinking about it, yes, but there's a lot of similarities between him and Jonathan as well. So that don't mean anything. He is the father.
But if you say, I am certain that Jonathan didn't finish the act, so it has to be your baby, and I'm certain of this, it just has to be, then how do you also have conversation about, well, there's some similarities? I mean, it doesn't go.
There's always that what if, you know?
All right, so now let's get down to where we really are.
Yeah.
In the what if. So the truth is, you believe it's Mr. Lamb's baby, but there is still that what if, even if in your own mind?
Because we had unprotected sex, but I know that Jason is the father.
Understood. So, Mr. Lamb, are you still friends with Jonathan?
No, Your Honor.
You're not?
No, Your Honor.
Have you had any conversations with him?
I let him know back then that there's a chance that he was the father or I was, and we really ain't really said much about it, but...
What was his response? He was so gung-ho back then. What was he like when you said you could be the father?
He didn't like hearing it. He was against it. He don't want to be the father of the baby.
So you see how these threesomes work out.
Not good. They get you in some trouble.
So what's your relationship like with Preston, Mr. Lamb? Preston's 3.
Yes, Your Honor. I mean, as soon as he was born, you know, I was trying to be happy about it. I was there for all the doctor appointments, everything. And after he came out, and then we were trying to figure out if it was mine or not mine, and then she told me it was his, then I just went with it. Like, I felt like she knew more than I did about it.
So where's Jonathan? Does he have a relationship with Preston?
He does not. He's seen him when he was, a couple of days old. And that's about it. I mean, he held him one time, and then, me and Jonathan still talk occasionally, but nothing like that.
And he doesn't ask about Preston?
No.
Do you know where to find him if Mr. Lamb is not Preston's biological father?
Absolutely. He messaged me when I was on the way here, actually, and told me to let him know.
So he's waiting for the results, too.
Yes. If he's his, he wants to take care of him.
Is he down for being the father like he was down with the threesome?
He is. From what he says, he is. But he's not. He's Jason's child.
Do you want to be Preston's father, Mr. Lamb?
I do, Your Honor. I just want to find out for sure, though. I need to know for sure if he is mine or not mine.
All right. There's only one thing to do at this point, and that's get the results. Jerome, may I have the envelope, please? Thank you. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Mullins versus Lamb, when it comes to 3-year-old Preston Lamb, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Lamb,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are the father. You are the father. That's your beautiful little boy. That's your son. I see tears in your eyes, Mr. Lamb. What are you feeling?
Sad.
Can you explain to the court what kind of sadness do you feel?
I missed a lot, and I won't make it up.
3 years. I see your tears too, Miss Mullins. What are you feeling?
Happy that the truth is finally out there. And then I can quit being made out to some bad person saying that that's not his child.
Looking back, do you regret having the threesome?
Absolutely, I regretted it the day we did it, and I told him this. But like I said, I was trying to save what was left of a marriage because I took my vow seriously.
I have never seen that work. Every time I see a couple get to a place where they decide they're gonna invite somebody else in their bed to spice it up or make it better, you know, I always say, it's like, sex is not a game. It is not better with more people like Monopoly, right? No, really. Because there's very real consequences. All right, I'm so glad we were able to get the answers for this little boy. And I wish you all the very best. Dr. Jeff's waiting for you all so you can be able to talk through this, because even though your marriage is over, you still have to co-parent. You still have to co-parent. And the best way you can honor and value your child is to honor and value one another and let them see that.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
wish you the very best. Court is adjourned.